What's up, y'all? This your girl Breezy. I am here with a episode recap. So we're gonna touch on Pvalley today. So listen, the paint has been closed for like 2 years. So we've been anticipating season 2 and anticipating and teasing season 2. Y'all been harassing these people on social media about season 2, and it's finally here. Okay, so I could not get to it quick enough to see what happened, right? So season 2, the first episode. Again, y'all know how I get down. I got notes. So if you see me looking that way, I'm just, checking my notes. All right. So y'all know since the last time we seen the paint, they under new management now. You know your girl Haley, aka Autumn, she bought the paint at the auction. So everything literally is changing over there. So it's been like 2 years. So the first scene is opening up at a little birthday party with some little badass kids. Now, if you're a parent, you understand how it goes. Sometimes you just need a minute. Now, I'm a mama, so I would say the mamas do a little bit more at these birthday parties than daddies. But again, everybody's situation could be different. Whatever. Anyway, the married couple there, it's the baby's birthday party. The man is like, I got to get up out of here. So he grabbed his keys. He gets in the car. Now, my ridiculous behind. Child, I've seen too many of these shows where they go and visit the mistress. So I thought that's where he was going. He had a little boo on the side and he was going to see his boo. No, baby, he driving, going to P-Land. I can't say the word because YouTube will ban me. So he get in his car and he pull up to P-Land, okay? So before he gets to P-Land, he sees 2 billboards. So there's one billboard on one side that's advertising Mercedes Mama's Church. Y'all remember what down in the last season about Mercedes mama in that church? Girl, she had to fight her mama because her mama took her money. Okay, we'll get into that. Anyway, 2 billboards, right? It's a billboard for Mercedes mama's church. And then the other side, it says P-Land. It actually says car wash, titties, wings is on the menu. So he chose the car wash. So he pulled up to this car wash. Now, one of the things I really like about Pvalley is that it shows a very gritty, very real picture of the South, Mississippi, right? And so, of course, the cinematography is excellent. It gives you a very gritty feel because, that's what it is. And so he pulls up and they say the paint is open, but the paint is closed, but the P is open. You know what the P is I'm talking about, baby. I'm not trying to get banned. I just started getting these videos going, okay? But anyway, they selling a little bit of hand pleasure. They selling detailing. They selling the Mercedes experience for $100, okay? So I am absolutely curious about what the Mercedes experience is going to be. Because y'all remember how Mercedes get down in the first season, child? She was all types of everything, okay? The whole thing. So anyway, P-Land is literally a full business. Like drive-through car washes, how you drive through and get your car washed and everything like that. Well, basically it's a drive-through strip club. So man pulls in, okay? They got the dancers washing the cars, child, all the tatings. Of course, the soundtrack is on point, so they got the right music to match the situation. And so the dancers, as the car is driving slow, it leads up to this stop. And so when it stops, this silhouette is standing up there, and is no other than Clifford, baby, dressed to impress as he always does, okay? And so he introduces Mercedes. So I love the fact that Clifford is very unapologetic in who he is, and he dresses how he dresses, and nobody blinks an eye about that. And that's the thing I love most about Pvalley is that there's no shame in him being whoever he is, okay? So anyway, the last person, of course, is going to be Mercedes because my girl is the headliner, right? So she does this amazing pole routine. Like, the strength of these girls on this show, I don't think people really realize how strong you have to be to pole dance. It takes a lot of muscle tone to do that. Anyway, Mercedes is up there tearing it down like y'all know she do, right? And she got this glittery cowgirl outfit with the tassels and the this and the that. Okay. So then, once she finishes the dance, at the end of the dance at Pvalley, the P-Land, excuse me. At the end of P-Land, they give them some wings, the weed wings. Now, y'all remember the weed wings from the first season. Well, if you don't, see, that's the best part about watching my review. I'm going to touch back on the first season so that you can know what it is you're looking at. The significance of the weed wings. So, back in season 1, when the paint was struggling, right? Well, the paint was struggling anyway, but anyway, this is when Lil Murda and Clifford kind of started first messing around, right? He basically told him the food at the paint was whack. So he was like, this is what you need to do. So he showed him how to basically make cannabis-infused wings. So that went over into P-Land. So whenever you finish through the drive-through, baby, you get the weed wings as a finisher. And some Clorox wipes to wipe off a little bit of mess that you make in the car if you get a little excited about the dance. Trying to keep it PG, y'all, okay? So anyway, now, y'all know Mercedes' shoulder is still messed up from the first season. And so the next scene is really showing the aftermath of the show that they do, because it is hard work. And so Haley has basically turned into business manager, right? So she's thinking that it's a good idea to bring some more girls into the group to help bring in some more money, right? Brandy ain't feeling it, because she's saying, well, first of all, I feel like I'm the headliner, so I should be bringing more money to y'all, and the fact that we splitting everything down the middle don't work for me. So she's saying, how you gonna bring more people in, and I'm getting the same thing everybody else getting, and the people coming to see me? You know, like David Ruffin, they ain't come to see you, Otis. That's what Brandon was saying, basically. And so, Mercedes is basically saying, if it wasn't for me, there would be no P-Land. So they count money and things like that. A video comes on and it's Murda and your girl Mercedes. Murda and Mississippi. So the girls are crunk, because y'all know Murda songs, it gets you crunk. Clifford is like, nah, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Okay. And he wants to turn it off. Now, y'all do know there's quite a bit of history between Murda and Clifford, but we'll get into that in a minute, okay? So anyway, here's the financial situation with the paint. The paint only has $25K left from the 250 stacks that Haley gave to help keep them afloat. That Haley gave to help save the paint. So Clifford then spent like $195K of his money, because he said he had to keep the girls afloat. You know, it's a pandemic, COVID. Everybody knows during COVID, everybody's money kind of suffered. And I'm sure if you had limited money, you ain't coming to the strip club to drop no money. So he was like, basically, it's upkeep with these girls. I had to spend that to keep them afloat until we got things back situated. So some did come on. So the news came on. They lifted COVID restrictions. So now, okay, boom, we can get back into business. We can get the pink back going. So everybody's excited about that, right? Because they're ready to get back working. So also a part of that news, Mayor Tadell died. The COVID got him. Okay. So yeah, that was some crazy news. While didn't nobody really care for Tadell, you don't want to see nobody die. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of hit home because, you know, like we lost a lot of people to COVID. And so it was just kind of crazy to see them add COVID into the episodes, but it was very real at that time because we noticed a lot of people we lost during COVID. But anyway, so, well, before I move on, let's talk about Clifford and Murda. So Clifford and Murda had, I don't know if I need to call it a relationship. It was kind of like a sneaky link. Like, Murda is DL. I don't know how else to say it. Murda likes the trans girls, and his hip hop career, it's like he is conflicted between really liking Clifford and, you know, trying to get this rap career. And so we all know that hip hop traditionally is homophobic. So in his mind, the two can't exist publicly in his mind. Although he told Clifford he was ready to be with him and wanted to take him on dates and be public with him, the reality is when they was at the paint last season and some of the guys come to check him out and possibly sign him, Clifford came over there, you know, he was flirty because that's his boo, right? He in the section with him and they chit-chatting or whatever. He flirty and nestling with his boo. And, you know, Murder kind of played him to the left. And so Clifford took that as, see, I should have never gave you a chance. I knew you wasn't ready for what you say you was ready for, so I'm good on you. So in the beginning of this episode, you're going to notice that Murder is texting Clifford, and Clifford ain't trying to hear that. Well, that's why. Okay, so next scene, it shows Andre's wife. Y'all know Andre worked for the casino, Promise Valley. I think it's called Promise Valley Casino. I'll double check that. But anyway, Andre was the lawyer that was hired for the casino. And he basically came to Chucalissa to try and bring the casino to bring in some money into the city, into the state or whatever. State, city, all that, child. You know what I mean. And so anyway, that's Andre back from season 1. So Andre is married. Now, y'all remember that Andre is married and his wife is a doctor. And so she was back home while he was in Chucalissa handling business. Well, he done came on back now, okay? So once he got the news, it's literally like they show her coming in from work. And, you know, if anybody works in a hospital or healthcare during COVID, you know you have a process before you come upstairs. You know, you taking all your clothes off, you washing your hands, your face, all of that. So it showed that. And then it showed her upstairs going to see Andre. Andre up there watching TV, child. And that's kind of how he found out, you know, on the phone that his goddaddy done died. Because, you know, Tydell is his goddaddy. So he tells her, look, I got to go to Atlanta. I got to be with my family. I got to show love to my goddad. And she's like, nah, it's COVID. You really think it's a good idea for you to be sitting, congregating with people, knowing how hard I work? Well, he said he going anyway, child. Okay. So next scene, this is showing Mercedes' mama. So Mercedes and her mama have a very strained relationship. Now, the biggest thing that I noticed is that I've never seen a mother and daughter literally get to fighting. Like Mercedes whooped her mama ass out there in front of that storefront. Okay, because you know she stole her money. She was saving like $20K because she wanted to open her own shop and get off the pole. And so she was like, Mom, go get the check for, you know, Mama went and got the check. Now, I don't remember if she told her mama to go. Yeah, she told her mama to go get the check so she could give it to the realtor to pay for the space. Child, y'all know Mercedes' mama took that money and bought it for her. So anyway, So Mercedes' mama's church group, they're doing a food drive. And that's the next scene, basically. And then it goes straight through Lil Murder. So I thought it was really cool or interesting that they tried to show Mercedes' mama doing some good when she did her daughter dirty. But okay, I'm sure we'll get more into that later. Anyway, so next is show Lil Murder. So I ain't gonna lie, Lil Murder fine to me. And I know it's fake. I know. He got the gold teeth, the tattoos and all that stuff. At one time, I kind of like that. So I think he's a good looking guy. But, you know, I also think it's dope of him to believe that much in his craft to play a role that's, you know, a homosexual role of being a straight man. Because a lot of times straight men don't feel comfortable playing those type of roles. So I think it's really dope that he's secure in his masculinity. To play that and play damn good too. It's very believable. Okay, you wouldn't know he's married. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so Murder's in the kitchen with his homeboy. They trying to make some music, trying to figure out what's what. Now, yeah, this shows him he's doing some texting with Clifford, and Clifford is like, nah. And so basically him and old boy is like, listen, we need to figure out a way to get this thing popping. You know, I know it's COVID, but you know, I'm trying to really get this thing popping. And so the idea comes up for him and Mississippi to do like a tour, like a 12-city tour, right? So obviously the dude's looking at him like it's crazy. He's like, how you gonna launch a tour and we done been on COVID? So yeah. Anyway, next scene at Haley and Mercedes' house. So y'all know Mercedes moved in with Haley after all that stuff happened with her mom. No. Yes. Haley moved in with Mercedes when all that stuff went down. Because, you know, she left out of that raggedy apartment she was in and moved in. And so it's like they kind of have a conversation about finances. So she's like, look, I ain't really with you having no new girls here. Like I said, I'm not on board with that. And Haley's basically saying, look, we need the money. And you just gonna have to get with that because that's what we need right now. So next scene is showing Mississippi. So Mississippi has found a way to get her hustle on via social media, like a lot of people did during the pandemic. So doing her thing, her pole dancing and stuff like that, looking cute, like again, the visuals, the colors, the outfits, all of that. She the one bringing in the coins. Baby daddy looking dusty, child. He done let his hair grow out and stuff. He ain't shaved. You know, so basically kind of bumming a little bit and bumming off of Mercedes. You know, they got the baby. And so the baby is adorable. So she's there. And not really much with that scene. So next, now y'all know Mercedes had the school. She was trying to open a storefront for her students to be able to really get her stuff kicked off, right? And so she's losing students because, you know, everybody's got to do stuff virtually now. And, you know, everybody's pocket is kind of hurting from COVID. So, you know, she's starting to lose the students. So she's starting to lose money coming in order to do what she needs to do because she's really trying to bounce back and really buy her storefront. So the next season, they back at the paint, trying to go clean up, paint, straighten up, all that kind of stuff. They look over there and there's blood on the wall. So now y'all remember in season 1, the blood came from them having an off Haley's dude, which I thought was her husband, but that actually wasn't even her husband. But I'm sure we'll get more into that with the next episode. So anyway, Andre goes to the funeral home to, you know, view the body and everything like that. And kind of be with family and everything. And so while he's there later on that night, Haley, Autumn shows up. And he's still salty about how she set him up to get all that information about Promise Valley and everything like that. But they talk, and it's apparent that they still have feelings with each other. So, you know, who knows what's going to happen with that. So the next scene, it basically shows the ceremony, the funeral ceremony. A lot of vibrant colors. You got greens, you got yellows. Looking real good on brown skin. So I think they were really dope with that part. But anyway, it basically showed the homegoing ceremony. And he spoke. And so Andre is there. He's speaking at the ceremony or whatever. And Clifford and his mama, they watching on TV, right? And so Clifford and his grandmama. So grandma was like, look, I want some of them chitlins. His baby mama made really good chitlins. I want you to go down there and get me some. So Clifford is like, all right, fine. I'll go get the chitlins. So Clifford go down there to get some chitlins. So we got another scene coming up. Now, Mississippi, she initially said she didn't want to do the tour, but I think part of her really wants to get out that. Well, if you're a brand new mama, you really need your time to yourself. And I think it was part that and part she wanted to get out and see if old boy was at the dollar store. So I don't know if y'all remember Diamond. So Diamond was the door dude, security dude at the paint. Okay. And so y'all remember him and Mississippi baby daddy got to turning at the club on the last Mercedes last dance. You know, the one she didn't get a chance to dance at. But anyway, they got the fight. The fight started in the bathroom, child, ended up all the way on the stage, baby. And both of them it was a pretty good fight. It's bad to say, right? It was a pretty good fight. And so basically, Diamond was getting the best of her baby daddy. And so Mississippi pulled a gun. Yes. Mississippi pulled a gun on Diamond, who was trying to basically protect her honor and beat him up for her baby daddy beating on her. I don't understand it, but that's what happened. I've never been in an abusive relationship, so I can't speak to that, but that's what happened, okay? So anyway, she makes her way over to the dollar store. She basically is trying to apologize, and he's not with it because he's like, this dude called me the N-word. I'm trying to protect you because he putting his hands on you. You gonna pull a gun on me? So he was not biting that debate. No matter how much she was trying to sweet talk him and apologize, he was not trying to hear it. So she ended up going in the store and getting what she needed. So next, Clifford is at the repast. So y'all know we talked about the fact that Clifford was going to get some chitlins for his grandma, right? And so Clifford is at the repast. He walks up in a full lime green and yellow suit, blonde, ombre, yellow green hair, full makeup. Y'all know how Clifford get down. I'm not surprised about it. Clifford and Andre start to kind of talk about the future of the paint. And y'all know Tydell was not trying to see the paint. Tydell wanted the pink down so they could build that casino and stuff there. Y'all know. He was like giving extra ordinances and really just messing with them to try and help them get faster to foreclosure so they can buy the property for cheap and they can build a full casino because the pink is on waterfront property. Okay, so Tydell was never on board with P-Valley. So, but anyway, now that Andre is there, him and Cliff are just talking about the future of the paint. And the new mayor shows up. Now, I couldn't catch this guy's name. I think he's one of the Kyle brothers. I'll double check on that and let y'all know. But anyway, he just comes in. He's the fill-in mayor because, obviously need to fill in because Tydell is dead, right? And so Clifford is like, well, hell, if you the fill-in, then I may just run too because I think I know more what the people want than you do. So, end scene on that. So, Andre, although his wife told him she didn't want him at that funeral, child, Andre stayed anyway. He's talking about to stay and support my goddaddy. Okay. So, he stayed over for the repast and Corbin show up. So, y'all know Corbin is one of the brothers, the Kyle brothers. Corbin is the illegitimate son of the Kyle brothers. And y'all know the Kyles own this huge cotton conglomerate. They got a lot of power down there and a lot of money. Okay, so anyway, Corbin shows up to drop some money off. And he was like, Andre was like, what is this for? So basically, dropping off the money to see if the referendum goes through for Promised Land, they're going to need representation for that waterfront property. Okay? So, next thing, Mercedes is still salty about the girl audition. She don't want no new girls. She tired of splitting her money. And this is when her and Autumn Haley, they were in the house and they were just kind of talking. And it's apparent to me that them living together is not going to last too much longer. Now, y'all remember when they first started living together, they were like a Bonnie and Clyde situation. So both of them will go and get the money wires because y'all know Haley was taking that man money, right? So they would go change outfits, do IDs and stuff, and go get the wire money. So they would work together on that, and she would give Mercedes a cut because again, Mercedes was trying to get the money back from her for her thing that her mama took. So it ain't really looking like it's gonna be a continued relationship between them. I mean, financial strains. She not with the new girls coming in. So, and Haley's like, look, business is business. We need more girls in, bring more people in, bring more money in, right? So then it's another scene that shows Mississippi, aka Keyshawn. I'm not sure how y'all know it, but I call her Mississippi with her name Keyshawn. So Keyshawn texts Murder and was like, look, let's do it. Let's go and do the tour. So they about to do a 12-city, 12-night tour. And I cannot wait to see it. So this was a very long review, y'all. I know it was long. I wanted it to be. I wanted y'all to it's been a minute since we've seen season 1. So I wanted to make sure that y'all knew all of the details going into the first episode of season 2. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. If you have not subscribed, please do so. I can't wait to update y'all on season 2. And look, I did the hard work for you because in order to give y'all this review, baby, I had to watch the bulk of season 1 to make sure I had the background information to tell y'all the story. Because when I watched season 2, episode 1, I was like, who the hell is that? Who the hell is that? Well, what is that? I didn't want to do y'all like that. So I figured I'd sum it up with you perfectly, okay? So I'll see y'all next time. Again, subscribe if you have not. I'll be back with another P-Valley episode as soon as it lands, and we're going to talk. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Did y'all enjoy the first episode? No, do you feel like the 2 years was worth it? Let me know. All right, y'all. Peace.